What's it, put the fire in here then?
It can do. I'm just going to have a brew first, just
yeah, no, just a
normal brew, and then yeah, have it there. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I might just set up there or something. Like you say, not in any rush to set up. A couple of them, you like the sound of some of them pines.
See, that one bothers me.
Oh, that one and this one almost. It's starting to. There's a bit of a lean in it.
That one is definitely moving. That big ash.
The ash, yeah, the one over the back. There was that sycamore.
Well, there's two ash there. See that one?
Yeah. Oh, crikey, yeah, the one right in front of us.
And the one there, rotten as fucking shit. I mean, they'd be a bastard to take down because you don't know what you get the chainsaw into that and it'll just go on you.
Yeah. Mind you, at least having the lean on that one would be alright, wouldn't it? That one's
so
right.
that one there as well.
Yeah. I just think back to when we were at Chris's, you know what I mean, when that twig came down.
What about Dave Fry's? That was more than a fucking
Oh mate,
twig,
yeah, that was.
Yeah.
But when he come back and said about it, I was like thinking he was going to show us a picture of a muntjac or something, you know. And then when he showed it to us, I was like, you know, big bit later, like, you know, I mean, proper.
If he'd rolled the other way, he'd have been a fucking pancake.
Yeah. He was lucky, and think about it, it was only me and him now. On the site that time, you know, at his permission, it was only me and him now. But you're not actually that far away. I mean, even if he did manage to shout out, you know, I'm not actually I wouldn't have been that far from him, you know what I mean? But even then, you know.
Fucking crush injuries are fucking worse than anything else.
Oh well.
Trouble is, you can't do anything right because you can't really move people.
No.
As soon as you take it off, you don't know what's.
Yeah,
you
releases.
Let it flow.
Yeah.
I remember when we were on the first aid course, said about tourniquets because the Rambling Club that we're out with, the first thing they did was like, because it's two different, coming from two different extremes. What would you have in your first aid kit? Of course, we're coming out with pressure bandages, fucking tourniquets, and
what? Tourniquet? You're on a battlefield.
Yeah, we're out with fucking sharps, axes, fucking chainsaws. So somebody slips with one of those, even with a kit on, you never know what's going to happen.
You know what? I noticed that a little bit with. There's certain videos I've seen online, and they always, you know, they've always got tourniquets. And I'm not telling, you know, people to have what they want in their first aid kit, but I kind of think that a lot of. Oh no, I don't want to say it because it'll.
Well, if people don't know what they're doing with them, they can do more fucking harm.
Do more damage, yeah.
Because this is what she was saying. Because there's the old routine. Apparently, was it you put the tourniquet on when you needed it above to cut the flow, and then release it.
Release it. They're
saying that's the worst thing you can do now because it lets. Because you get toxins build up in the. You put the blockage on purposely.
Yeah.
But there's toxins building up there, and then if you let them loose, they get into the rest of the system, and you're actually creating a blood poisoning scenario. So the wound might not kill them, but the fucking poison's up. You know? So it's just a case of put it on and fucking leave it on. Just note the timing. I mean, I carry one because, you know, God forbid you do something stupid. At least there's one handy. But that's what I was saying to Mike. He said, well, what have you got? I said, well, if you fucking slip with your chainsaw, you're not going to be in much of a position to put a fucking tourniquet on, are you?
Yeah.
You know, somebody else is going to have to fucking do it. And who else out here has got one? You know?
Yeah, I don't think I haven't got one in my kit.
Like Bob, he's nearly hit Bob with a fucking tree at least twice to my knowledge. Bob's a fucking, you know, you're working there with a chainsaw, the tree's going down there, and Bob's standing out there thinking, oh, I'm far enough away.
Right folks, good morning. Myself and John. You see him in the sunlight there, but yeah, we're out doing an overnighter. We got up here about, I don't know, got up here about 8:30 or something like that. So just chilled out, having a coffee and a chat, looking at the trees, and we're got dry weather the weekend, which is good for us, and just a little bit of wind today, so should be a nice one. A few different bits going on as usual, so stay tuned folks. I've just got a wicked head rush blowing that up. Yeah. Oh, that's great, isn't it? Oh, oh.
Get the beers.
Oh, that's fantastic, that is. Oh. Got me pillar. Obviously I've always got my little wobbly in there. That's going to be my my head rester tonight. Bits all in there. You all know what they are. I'll teach you about that, boy. La-ti-da. Right now I'm just being proper lazy, and couldn't be bothered to rig up a tripod or anything like that. So literally what I've done is, as you can see, I've just used my toggle attached to the bail arm of my cup, and then it runs all the way up. And then I literally, because we've set it between some trees, the fire, I've literally put a ridge line, one of my ridge lines out for me little, you know, my shelter kit. And then Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. I mean, it's not obviously, there's no heat there whatsoever. And yeah, just been, because I just want to sit around for a little while. It's just absolutely glorious, and we need to take advantage of this weather right now. So improvise, adapt and overcome, as Clint Eastwood said in Heartbreak Ridge. So you remember in the last video last week, and I was doing that canoe spoon, I've got me, just picked up my flex cut carving jack, and I'm going to use that because I've got that convex concave gouge there. I'm going to use that to put the gouge into the spoon. And there was a little dink in it where the knot had been, so I can hopefully work that in as well. I mean, if anyone's got one of these carving jacks, they're all right. They're a great little thing, you know, like a nice little Swiss Army carving knife, if you like, for you know, for, it's got a straight blade on it and a few gouges and stuff like that. But one thing that I think bugs me a little bit, and I wish it was just a bit longer if anyone else has had their experiences with this gouge, you know, like the spoon gouge, and I never find that the shaft is long enough. It needs to be just a little bit longer. And at the moment I tend to find myself using like this longer one to be able to get into the, you know, to be able to create that bowl effect. Right, there it is, nothing special. I am not doing any more to it. I keep looking at it and my OCD's picking it up, and I just try to dig my knife into it and cut more and more and more, and it'll end up like a twig or a toothpick in the end. So I'm just going to leave it like that. What I might do though is finish it off with a bit of coal rosing, probably just to detract the eye from the crap carving. But yeah, I mean, obviously they're a great little spoon to make. I mean, this one only took me 4 weeks, but no, it did obviously take me that long to make, to carve, but just a little bit easier than normal spoons, if you like. But yeah, that'll do. That will do. Believe it or not, right, I'm out of char cloth. I am. Because I've been using it so much. So what I've done is I've got some cotton offcuts of t-shirt, and I'm going to use them to obviously make some char cloth. I've got a spare bit in there, but I've obviously got some in my little notebook cover that I use for my firelighting that I've been using of late. So I thought what I'll do is obviously just use the one that's in there, keep that in there for spare as a kind of like a spare bit, and then I've got some to put into my other little pouch, in my notebook pouch. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the little military kit. I'm using the little pan, stick the lid on there. As you can see, that's all black already because I've been doing all sorts of projects with that, so I'm literally going to use that. It's got the vented holes there and I can stick it on the fire. Just want some heat. oil, let's have a look. Right. I'm going to put that bit in there. So I've got some for next time. So now, take advantage of the situation, make some more. Got a nice bit of steak for tonight's dinner. I thought what I might do is I might plank it. So I've got a bit of ash, split it in half, I'll tidy that up a little bit more, and then I'll put it against, peg it against the plank, and that's how I'm going to probably cook my steak tonight. And I've got mash and gravy, so that should be yummy. You all right, mate?
Yeah, thought we'd get a decent sized pot on you.
Well, they had Tyrannosaurus Rex off that.
Yeah. So, 12:30, right. Okay.
Got a couple of them.
Simmering
Quite a
away
few
nice.
for them,
Put the pot on, get a bit of water.
Here's lovely.
That's all I used to do. Just, so I was out on my own. Just build like, not as a fire reflector, just put all the firewood round that I was using. So it was there, I could just roll stuff in.
Yeah, yeah.
And then put the cake tray across and just
Oh yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Use that as like
Cooking board.
yeah, like
Put the
yeah.
pot on or
Yeah. Not worried about washing up, which is good.
Chris was supposed to be coming out and he couldn't get out. I've actually built myself a little platform to sit on. Didn't have to move, you know.
But why not? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That's all part of it, isn't it?
Just adapt to what you're doing, really, where you are.
No, no, it's not so
What
bad.
just makes life easy.
All the woodcraft and all that sort of stuff.
He's getting those.
Floorboards. You've got to be careful what you put down on this leaf. I lost my Mac sheath earlier. Not lost it, obviously I delayed, but you know what?
Yeah, just camouflaged, yeah.
It was the electrical tape I see that I've got round it, you know, like the earthing tape. And I see that just sticking through, yeah, so I must have just been cluttering around, you know, when you were off getting that on the wood.
It's even black things. Just some, you know what I mean? Only set something dark brown or damp.
Yeah, just lose it. Just lose it, don't you?
I went to Wilkinson's the other day because they've got those little small pouches. Just to see what they got in Wilkinson's, little torches. Because they used to have some, like, they were a metal body, cheap as chips.
Yeah.
But I've got one. Don't ask me, I mean, I'm talking years. Batteries have been in it, it's still working, you know. And thought, see what they've got. They've got some in there, about £2 off.
Yeah.
Really bright, they're like these new LED ones. About 3 AAA batteries or something.
Yeah.
Well, just if you're out for the day, or I find sometimes it's handy just you can't see the bottom of the pack.
Yeah, I think sometimes people get it out with the sort of like the lumens of a torch and all that, and it's like...
Does it shine? Yeah, thank you.
See it, innit? Unless you're sort of doing, you know, some sort of navigation stuff. And things like that where you need a torch that's obviously got a good arc and a good distance, you know, you don't really, if you're just cluttering around here, you don't need something like that, do you?
Just something that makes life easier. If your head torch goes pear-shaped, you've got another, just something else to illuminate you.
I even carried a couple of silent sticks, I don't really use them. much, but they're there, and you know. I think like Neil, when I watched one of Neil's videos as well, when he was saying about having, I think he used like a big pen, the inner of a big pen, and a couple of like siloon sticks, like real small ones. So you might use small fishing floats and stuff like that. And he managed to really put a bit of paracord on the end or whatever and attach it to his rucksack. And if he puts his rucksack down and he walks off, he can still see, you know, still see his rucksack. That's like where I got them to have that idea, because I mean, I've not really had that experience, you know what I mean? I've sort of,
I never take it. Never far from the kit at all.
no.
If it's in there, you know, tell you at night time, like the lanterns on.
Yeah, yeah. Personally, I've not had that, but I can, you know, I can totally see the benefit of it.
Yes, video up this week. Was it this week?
Who's that?
Neil. Taking like an ordinary basher, because you've got the eyelets at the corners. He's taking like polypropylene webbing strapping, and he's stitched double-sided it to make a loop rather than left the eyelet in, but gone over it. So it's got a really well reinforced attachment points.
Oh, okay.
Because the eyelets, at some point they're going to go, aren't they?
Yeah.
Particularly on bungees and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't like using
Really, I, you know, that was a, you know, in the military, that was what you sort of used, you know what I mean, bungees, and I used them for years afterwards, but they are such a bulky item, you know, and even you saying about that East Anglia bushcraft, and I don't know if he still does, but in some of his early videos he was using bungees still. I don't know whether he still uses bungees, maybe he does, but again, each their own, and they are easy to put. I just found them too bulky, you know, you've got 8 or 10 of them. You know, and they're quite long, you know, and then you've got those bulky hooks on the end, you know. Some people like using them. So I think that's a military thing. I think it comes from days.
Probably on terms of just speed of setup or whatever.
Well, if you're bugging out and stuff like that, you know, it's quicker to take down, you know, the puncher, and you literally can roll it up and stuff it down the front of your, you know, front of your jacket and things like that.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got to get out, bug out. Because that's what you're doing, isn't it? You're bugging out and getting out somewhere really quickly. So, yeah, I'll have this lunch and then go and get some acclimates. 1 o'clock already.
Yeah. Well, I try and eat regular times, because I find it's like that other day where we were actually working late.
Coffee.
No coffee. Yeah, not a coffee since 8 o'clock.
What's John going to do without having a coffee?
I've always got water with me. I've got like.
No, that's not good enough.
It's not
is
good
it?
enough. No.
Coffee. You don't want water, do you? Yeah, you don't want water. You want coffee.
It's surprising how much. I'm trying to work out how much. I've been walking there because we're doing the tree survey stuff. Probably done a couple of 3 miles just walking around. At least. You know, we've been up to Brockles there, then we came down that path a little bit. Because there's that narrow bit at the top, then it opens out, isn't it? Well, just off to the right though, we cleared a whole load of rhododendron a few years back, and some big oak trees and ash trees.
Is the road coming back, is it? Or?
Little bits, but it's
Not as bad as it was.
because we burnt.
Yeah, although I'm starting to make an appearance. Right, I'm off on the hunt for some clematis. I want to try and get some like the sort of new green stuff that's the new growth of bits and pieces. So we're going to make a little basket. Nothing much, just going to make a little basket. So I've got me fiskers. Oh, I'm doing fiskers. I'm going off for a little bimble. Had that beer earlier. It's given me a little bit of a beer buzz. I think it was lovely. I haven't had a beer since before Christmas. So quite nice, really. Right, that's all the materials. So I'll go up and do a little bit of basketry making. This one's for Isaac. There you go, mate. So yeah, going back up there to do the got some clematis, so I'm going to make a little basket of some sort if I can. Ooh.
For now. That's the beauty, is it's quite a tight lid. I know you always go on about that.
See, I tell Barney that and he always thinks I'm being anal about it. But it makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, you are, but you're right.
Yeah. Even the late Morse Gahansky used to say about that, so there's got to be some truth in it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Not entirely sure, but I'm struggling with this one. I don't know if it's not the materials. I think it's me. I've had to put. Normally you would do it on odd number, so 5 or 7. But I've had to put in an extra one to make it 6, and it just doesn't appear to be working very well. So I'm not sure what to do. I think I'll continue with it for a little while until I eventually throw it in the fire and call it a day and use it as a learning curve. But yeah, it seems to be losing it a bit. Yeah, not entirely sure. It wasn't coming out very well. I'm going to have to admit defeat on this. A bit disappointed because no, I've done them before with clematis. It's been all right, but having an off day now, so you can be witness to it all, you lovely people out there. And we're going to burn it. Bang, you bastard! So. Squinting. Oh, I just put my glasses on.
I don't mind doing rough work without my glasses on, but anything sort of don't want to be half decent.
Yeah,
Even if it doesn't turn out half decent. If that's the intention, I need
Yeah.
to put my glasses on, otherwise you're going to get some very blood-stained bits of wood.
Yeah. Oh, I've carved this into a finger really good. Or a thumb. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. That's, see, find it's enough just to. I've got that in that little string pouch. I had all that bit of purple string, and it's all bundled up. I thought I might as well make a little tidy for it. How does it get a knot in it like that? How the oh, come on. Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, oh, yes. Mind you, on the whole, it's been alright. It's going round it's all come undone.
It's like the electrical cables, isn't it? You can put them away as tidy as you like, lay them out, and you come back 2 minutes later and think, who's been playing with these?
Yeah. I know it's like when I put the extension lead away.
Yeah.
You know, like if I've had the extension lead out in the garden or something, and it's like, how did that happen? Or how did the cable somehow go around the handle? Yeah. You have to end up sort of untangling it all, you know. I'm trying not to pull that, otherwise it will just tighten the bird's nest at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's getting alright actually. A lot better than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a lot messier than that. There's only amazing knots in this. You know what? I'm cutting it now because it feels like it's tight there. So while I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. I've gone on to plan B and used the grill. This is John's grill, titanium one. I think it's by Boundless Voyage, and so I'm opting for putting my steak on the grill instead, because obviously it takes longer doing it on the when you plank it like that.
Sometimes you finish work out here at a certain time and it's time to get a brew on, and it'd be nice to say, right, get the...
Alright folks, so I'm getting ready to go to bed now. It's quite early, it's only about 10 to 10. We had a couple of beers, had a nice chat, me and John, and supposed to get down to about 0 tonight. So nice clear sky, so bid you farewell. Good night. Right, morning folks. Quite chilly, John, isn't it?
Yes.
It's quite chilly this morning. Not sure. I think it went down to about 0. There's no frost, but it was quite chilly last night. But anyway, so here we are. It's day 2. So we just we was hoping to have some embers on the fire, as you do, but there's nothing this morning. So we've got to sort of awaken the fire from scratch again, I suppose. So that's better. Nalgene bottle got sacrificed last night. Weren't getting up so I had to pee in my bottle, so I had to sacrifice one of my water bottles. So it's got some water in it now. I'll give it a good bit of heat treatment and sterilisation. It's had my wee in it, so it don't matter. It's my wee anyway, and I like my wee. Bear Grylls likes his wee, I like mine.
Heading past the one day.
So that's my gear really, that goes in the pack. You know, sleeping bag, bivvy bag, mat, that's my jacket. Got a little bit of food in there, that's my little possibles bag. That's my sit hammock, that's the whoopee, that's my frying pan and all that sort of stuff. And then obviously I've got all my water bottles and first aid kit and everything else that goes in these pouches on the outside. So yeah, you know, so quite a composite setup I think for me personally. I've opted for using this orange ground sheet as well now, simply being because it's obviously good for safety as well. If I want to use it as a marker panel, if something, you know, obviously goes wrong. Look at me, not casting a shadow on the rucksack. So I'm all packed up now. So yeah, all packed up now. Just going to have a sit down for a few minutes with John. John's starting to pack up as well. Been a lovely weekend. Couldn't ask for anything weather-wise. It was a bit chilly last night, you know, but other than that, it's great. I mean, you know, there's hardly any wind. The sun's shining, and brilliant. So I really enjoyed it. Had a great time out. So I'd like to thank John.
It's been a great weekend. Beautiful start to the day as well.
Yeah.
Bit of a chilly night, but that time of year, isn't it? But yeah, it's been a good weekend. Thanks so much for inviting us out.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Good
yeah,
company,
no
good natter, and good weather. What more do you want?
That's it. Priceless, isn't it? So there it is, folks. All right, so usual thing, thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, please do so. Leave your comments and all that sort of stuff, and I'll catch you on the next video, folks. Take care, and I'll see you later.